Good evening to everybody. If you're watching on playback, welcome. If it's the first time you've come here, first time on the live stream or on the channel, then what normally happens for about 45 minutes to an hour is myself and the community talk everything carp fishing, especially about the spring, about venues, about rigs. People ask for advice. We talk about baits. We talk about everything to do with carp fishing to put more fish on the bank for you. So, evening to everybody. Evening, Robert, Paul Turner, Aviello, Angelo, AD, Jason Sooty Allen, Mark Childs, Chris Burnsey, Brian Mills, evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. Steve Berry, evening. Brent Tomlinson, Carl Stokes on Facebook. Evening, Kevin Kelly. Well, grab yourself a brew, guys. Oh. Got to have a brew, haven't you? Must have a brew. And a little tug on the old chugger, eh? Evening, Dominic Carter. Paul Finesse, hope you're well. Evening, Andrew Royal. Lee Apps, evening to you as well. Thank you very much for the kind comments, Gavin Hazel. Carp Dog's down there, or down there, should I say. Munching on something, one of his bones or something. Evening, Thomas Henry Myers. Louis Maguire, evening. Caught his first fish 2018, a £17 and a £14 on zigs. Well done, Louis. Evening, Trevor Quattro. Pork Chop, he's down there. He's down underneath my legs at the moment, munching away on something. Probably biscuit of the week. Well, at least we've had some hotter weather for a change, haven't we? It's been roasting last couple of days, hasn't it? Yesterday, I was over at the Carp After Combat event. You know, loads of people there. It was just a really good event. It was absolutely boiling. One of the people, one of the ladies actually, who was at the event, she had herself a new PB. I think it's 41 or 43 pound out of Brooklands on the Medway Valley ticket. Had an auction there. They auctioned loads of good stuff off, loads of holidays and kit and all that type of stuff. And I managed to win myself in the auction. I bid the highest on, you can see above there, a Miller print. So we had a great loads of money, and they're still there now until tomorrow. So it's all for the ex-servicemen who are struggling with life and things like that. You know, such a good cause. Being an ex-serviceman myself, you know, I couldn't think of a better way to put something back. So, you know, show your support for it, guys. Ready for next year. They might have another event later in the year, but the event's going on at the moment. You can go on there. They've got a Facebook page and a website. It's just a really good cause for our soldiers. Evening, Pete Mayhead. Evening, Darren Robinson. Evening, Dean Woolard. Too hot. I hate the heat. I do. I hate it. I'm happy that I'm not fishing in it. That's for certain. Danny Hughes had a PB yesterday. Surface fishing on bread. £19, 12 ounces. Well done, Danny. Evening, Leslie Trapp. Favourite spring tactics. Whew, blimey. There's so many which can work really well. Zigs are good in the spring. You know, oily baits, fish meals, things like that, when the water temperature's risen up a bit. Also, in the edge, stalking them, you know, floater fishing as well. Last couple of days has been absolutely perfect for floater fishing. There's lots of things you can do in the spring. Brent Thompson had his first fish for 9 months after a new hip in France. Tough week, lovely £28 8 common, and on Sandhurst for 3 nights next weekend. Hoping for more. Well done, Brent. That's always the way, Paul, isn't it? I'm off to France Friday. I'm off to France for a week with Uncle Albert. So me and him are going over to Monier for the week. Hopefully, it all depends. We're going to try and do some live streams next Wednesday. We're going to hopefully do a live stream from France. So that should be entertaining, to say the least, shouldn't it? Gareth Rips said, "Evening, planning trip to Horns Dam, please. Some advice on wafters." Blimey, advice on wafters. You can be a bit more specific, then me and the guys in here might be able to help you a little bit more. Dominic Carr says, just up, which is better picture. Your beautiful mug with the wood carving, all that print. First world problems, yeah. I mean, that print is... I get it, guys. Look, I'll have a look. Show you. Have a look at this. Have a look at that. How beautiful is that, eh? That there is a zig. Now, you might recognise this because this is on your fishing licence. This is the exact same picture which is on this year's fishing licence. How about that? So yeah, I bid for that in the auction and won it eventually after having to up me bid, but I'm really happy with that. I'm going to put a frame in that. It's a limited edition, number 4 of 100. And all the proceeds go to Carp After Combat for all our soldiers. So went to a good cause as well. Graham Ronan, yeah, I wish it was 20 quid, Graham. You were standing next to me, you know how much it cost. Probably double the price of what you buy it for. I hope you're well, Graham. How are your spoons? See, Graham here, Graham, he bid for spoons. I think he's still there at the moment. He won some spoons as well. So, with all etched on with carp on them and all that sort of stuff, so... Evening, Dave Booth. Chris Lowy Low. Yeah, great calls, Chris. Brian Mills said he done a live feed on Thursday night and he lost a live take. Was gutted. I bet you was. God, that's impressive, isn't it, Brian? Having a take on your live stream. Also, I'm going to have to go and watch it now. Shame you wasn't fishing, Graham, wasn't it, eh? Evening, Derek McCall. David Fisher asks, any tips on the Monument 2? He will be there on the 19th of May. I don't really know the lake, but some of you guys might have fished it or may have some tips for him. Don't get your new licence till next month, Dominic. I love it. Well done, Chris Burnsey, having a few fish. Pork chop, where he'd probably growl at me. Come here. Come here. There he is. There's the pork chop himself, look. He can't wait to get down. He don't like all this going in front of the camera, look. Bless him, there he is anyway. I'll have to have a look, Brian. Bless him, Chris, eh? Yeah, little terrorist he is. He's a terrorist. I should have named him Osama Bin Laden, I think. Little terrorist. I haven't watched Sinking Tackle, no. Well, yeah, I only renewed mine the day before it was meant to be due, I think. The old steak burglar himself. Have the fish started to spawn, Mark Jeffers? Now, guys, I don't know on your lakes. Have any of your lakes, put down in the comments below, have any of the fish started to spawn on your lakes or rivers even, or any venue? Have the carp started to spawn yet? And if so, where? Even a little shout out to Lewis Wade and Ben Merker, just getting their rods out for the night. Lucky you. Wish I was. I've been working all day and be working tomorrow. Here you go. Graham Roland says, if you, for the Monument, a tip is to use small baits. Andrew Simmons, she washes him every time he goes fishing with me. She comes back and he has to walk of shame through the front door. She looks at him and says, bath, and he's gone, mate. He goes and hides. He don't like bath. The word bath, he's gone. Spawning at Dartford Lakes. Evening, Paul Tyson. Hope you're well, Tiny. Paul Bradley says, not spawn yet, but it's my excuse for blanking this weekend. I use that excuse even in the winter, Paul. I'm with you there, mate. Yeah, Matthew Allen says, fish are following each other around the West Midlands Syndicate. The black chickens are spawning. Yeah, I know. Did I fish on Wednesday? I fished, what's today? Today's Monday. Yes, I fished on Wednesday, yes. Or should I say I camped on Wednesday? The walk of shame, Lewis. Yeah, the walk of shame. Yeah, Dominic Carter says they're very swollen in West Sussex, spawning imminent. No, John, it doesn't make them harder. It makes them harder to catch. Or you shouldn't be fishing for them. They're spawning. Will you catch with spawning, SWRs? Well, the gentlemanly thing to do is to leave them to it. How would you like it if you're getting jiggy with Mr. Biggie, with the missus, and someone walks in the door and starts trying to shove a bacon roll underneath your nose? I don't think you'd be too happy, would you? Evening, Chris Fennell. Yeah, Stuart Broomong said, did you see the tornado that devastated the Goncourt complex? Yeah, I see a couple of the videos. Unbelievable, wasn't it? That wind and how it just, them trees that have been there for years were just over. But there was one guy, his bivvy was not touched. It was not, and they reckon he didn't even peg it down properly, and it was still there. Still there. Yeah, Nick Mitter says temperatures dropping midweek, might put them off spawning yet. Yeah, it's got to be constant. Talk to a fishery guy of mine. It's got to be constant for a good few days, the temperature. Or about a week, I think it is. Yeah, Paul Bradley says his lake's closing for a month when they start spawning. Couple of weeks, normally on the lakes I fish, they just stop it for 2 weeks. If Wookie says you ain't seen my missus, you'll have the bacon sarnie all day long. Pete Mayer said he'd probably take the bacon roll. Exactly. Exactly. That's my point. Imagine it. Getting jiggy. Someone puts a bacon roll. It's like, yeah, I had the bacon roll. So they're easy to catch, aren't they, when they're spawning? But you shouldn't fish for them when they're spawning. Jason Green says Tufty Torch order here. Should be Tuesday. There we go. There it is. The Tufty Torch. I tell you what, guys. I was fishing last week. And a really well-known angler said to me, bloody tufties are driving me mad. Is that Tufty Torch any good? So I said, hang on a minute, I'll go and get it. Now, this is a guy who's been carp angler of the year and everything else. I brought it up, and the tufties were about 200 yards away out in front of the swim. Bright sunshine. I went like that. Tufties were gone. Tufties were gone. He was straight on eBay and he bought one straight away. I tell you what, they are really, really good. I'm really impressed with them. I wouldn't put it in my blogs and tell you they were that good if they weren't that good. There are, now from a few people have said to me, yeah, but you can get them on eBay, they're 20 quid or 25 quid instead of the 45 quid, which this one is. Now, I've looked at some of them on eBay, and some of them have only got the little things you put over the top, like the coloured discs and things like that. You've got, these are from the UK. So whether they've got them from China and adapted or whatever they've done, you've got a point of call. Just happens if you don't like it, or if it doesn't work, or the battery doesn't work, or something goes wrong with it, you've got a port of call in the UK. You can just ring them up and go, don't like it, I want to send it back, not working, what's wrong with it, or whatever. And they sort it out for you. The other ones are all from China. And looking at some of them, they may well be exactly the same torch, some of them, but most of them aren't. I'll tell you that now. I've looked at them and they're just coloured discs on top and things like that. You've got to get a Cree LED on there. It's got to be red. Cree, C-R-E-E LED. I've got loads of different head torches I use, Simon. I've got one which is about 2 quid, up to one which is about 10 quid. I'm going to try and get hold of one of them Ridge Monkey torches because everyone I speak to says they're rather good. Expensive, but they're good. So we might try and get hold of one of them in future, do a review on it. Evening, Matthew Randall, hope you're well. Fishing is going terrible, Mark Robinson. And also, I'm going to be releasing a video over the next week or so where you'll get a chance to win one of these. To win one for nothing. So I'm going to release a video in the next couple of weeks giving you details what you got to do. And you'll get a chance to win one. So, how about that? How's about that then? Here we go. Eric Davis says you can get the Cree 1200 Loomies, 20 quid. Here you go. Stephen Bomb says, do they test them in China or Tufties? Oh, they probably don't get the chance to. They're probably eating them before then. Ken Reed says, do they scare off annoying neighbours? I reckon so as well. I reckon they would. Paul Finesse says the Fenix HP60 head torch is brilliant and rechargeable with USB. Yeah, I mean, I've got two head torches I use at the moment. One's like a little Energizer one, which I think cost me about 4 quid, which takes batteries. Two of the really small, I think it's treble A's. And I've got a lumens, like 700 lumens rechargeable one, where I just plug it in to the mains. It's not USB, and I just charge it up when it goes down, and that's super powerful. It's a lightsaber, Dominic, believe me. Evening, Andy Gowers. Quite possibly, Eric, I like your style. These are the new T-shirts, guys, in the different colours. This is the military green. And if you notice, I managed to sort out that problem of it not just putting the picture on there. It actually blends into the colour of the T-shirt now. Look at that, look. So, it blends in properly. So check them out. Because before it was a bit of a... It looked like just been stuck on. Now, it's actually integrated into the T-shirt. There you go, Raymond. Cred LED 1500 lawnmowers, 14 quid on Amazon. Check them out, guys. If it saves you money... Check them out. Yeah, lead lenser head torches are good. I used to have one, I think it's about 70, 80 quid. Used it for about 4 years, then it broke. But there you go. Cheers, TGH. They are rather, and they're quite, the material used is quite stretchy. And they fit really well. They're a little bit bigger. This is a 2XL. But it's about, I've got about 10 different colours in this now. You check it out at leoncarper.com. It looks like Brian Selby, oh bad man. What, from about there upwards, you mean? It looks like it. Evening, D. McLeod, hope you're well. Oh, it's just 1 second, guys. Just bear with me 1 second. Just trying to do something. All right. They need to be stretchy for biscuit in a week. I tell you what, I was under 15 stone. Now I'm 15 stone free. I've put £4 on since starting biscuit in a week. I have to stop biscuit in a week, I think. Too much, isn't it? Carp Fishing Dream says he's still got his T-shirt that he won. Still going strong. Glad you like it, Carp Fishing Dreams. Yeah, the Petzl Tika is a nice head torch as well. It's got a thin cord, doesn't it? A bit of a stretchy thing. That's good. Petzl are very good. Head torch again, a bit pricey like lead lenser, but you pay for what you get, don't you? Yeah, Pete Mayhead says for those with rat problems, He put an app on his phone which plays an ultra high frequency on your phone. He used it in the weekend in 2 different swims, not a rat in sight. Something worth looking into that, isn't it? Predator92 says, what sleeping bag you use? Is it a 5-season? I've got a couple of different sleeping bags. I use a sleep system, the Fox Sleep System Flatliner. And now I'm sort of changing over to me. I've got a Fortis Tech Light. And I've just ordered an Avid, one of those with those special mattresses. So I can just put my Tech Light on top. Ordered that last week. Should have been here at the end of last week, but it hasn't turned up yet. So I've got to get onto them next week. Let's get that, because it's for the trip to France. I think the fish have spawned a little bit in France, definitely, Chris, but I'm not sure. I mean, any of you guys know if the fish have spawned in France yet? Good for you, Keith Grimwood. Steve Berry said it's biscuit of the week, not pack of the week. Well, that's the problem, you see. You buy a pack of biscuits to do 1 biscuit in a week, and you end up eating the whole bloody lot. Yeah, another plus for a Petzl. He's had it about 7 years, still growing strong. Desi One Ball. Dominic Cart said he got head torch from Mountain Warehouse, 3 LED bulb settings, and a Krypton bulb for range, approximately 10 quid. I think I might have one of my head torches. Look, that's the one I've got. That one. I think that's about 6 or 7 quid on eBay. Borrow it. It's called. That's got a few different. Oh, sorry, lads. That's super bright lumens. That is. That's got the batteries on the back there that goes over your head like that. And that is super, super bright. Maybe a bit too bright. I only use that if I'm having to wade out to land a fish. Louis Smith's on the bank tonight watching a live stream. Printer Boy says he's been looking at a Fox Flatliner bed and bag system with the thermal cover. That's what I use at the moment for when it's cold. Carp Dog's right at my knees here, pestering me for something. Amy Keaton says he's blinded now from the torch. Sorry about that. Dave McLeod said, who is your fishing hero? Funny you should say that. I met one of my heroes yesterday at the Carp. Can you hear him? Can you hear him? Can you hear him with his fish? Got one of these fish, look. Oh, bloody hell. You're going to drive me mad, and you can hear it in the back. I'm going to have to chuck that in the bin, aren't I? Simon Flaxman says, do you sleep with it? Mate. That's got to go, innit? That's got to go. It's got to go, innit? Can't have that going on in my ear hole. Come here. Come around here. I don't have that noise in my ear hole. Go on, the Carp Dog. So what was you saying? Angling heroes. Well, I've got a few from years gone past. Rod Hutchison, Julian Cunliffe. And I met one of the old school anglers. I used to always read his stuff on gravel pit carping. Jim Gibbinson. Do you remember Jim Gibbinson? Used to write in Carp World and that years ago. And he's an old man now. And he's very frail. And he was at the Carp After Combat yesterday. And I just had to stop him. When I was walking back to the van, I walked past this old gentleman. I thought, I recognise him. And it was Jim Gibbinson. So I had to stop him and thank him for his writings and say that he put me on. He helped me start with me fishing. You know, he used to always write some great stuff in Carp World. Yeah, careful with me hand, Colin Osborne. What's he doing now? I'm not quite sure, Andrew. I think he's just enjoying life. I don't think he fishes anymore. I mean, he's quite an old, feeble gentleman now. You know, he's I'm not sure he's been very well, but it was just nice to see him. You know, I've never met him before. Sam Medley says, Leon, can you explain the term the A-team? Now, there's a couple of explanations for that. One is B.A. Baracus and all that and jumping out of helicopters, crazy people. But the other one, in carp fishing circles, when you met, say, the A-team, it's like it's the top of the food source, the biggest fish in the lake that you're fishing. It may be 4 or 5 of the biggest fish, and people label them the A team. So when someone says, oh, I've caught one of the A team, it's one of the most desirable, biggest fish in the lake that they've caught. Yeah, classic writer was Stephen Byers. Always used to read his stuff in Carp World. Really entertaining, off the wall, sort of like, you know, big gravel pit carping. Yeah, I've met Lee Jackson. I know him. He's a very good friend of mine. Lee Jackson, I've known him for a long time. He was there as well yesterday. Ah. Ian Thatcher said, schoolboy error, he left the green tip on the cold rocks. Just cost him a catfish. Little Carper says, what's the best fluorocarbon to use as a shock leader with 12-pound line? One that's about 20-pound, I would advise. I use a few different ones. I use the Gardner. I used to use the old Christ stuff. I use the Fox fluorocarbon as well for me leaders. Anything that's about 18 to 20-pound. X-line, 20-pound X-line you can use. Pretty Boy says, does the carp dog ever go swimming when you go fishing? He loves the water. Especially if there's ducks out there, he's on them straight away. Mark Webb says, just reading Carp Sense by Jim Gibson at the moment. Yeah, he's a proper legend. So is Julian Cundiff. I mean, you'd be surprised how many of the top anglers who've been around a long time put Julian Cundiff down as why they first started fishing properly. Barry Parsons on the bank at Trentview. He's had a 20-pounder and broke his blank curse. Well done. I wish I could break mine. Cheers, Bob. Thank you for the kind comments. Sam Medley says, can you recommend the best way to get a job in carp fishing industry? It's got more and more difficult. All I can say is, now, years gone past, what you'd have to do is just catch fish. Catch fish. All the companies will give you free gear or cheaper gear. Then they get you to write in some of the magazines, and that's how you got into... Then you may go and work for a magazine, and then from working for a magazine, then you go and work for one of the companies. Doesn't happen anymore. You've got to be absolutely relentless on social. It's not about catching fish anymore. It helps, of course, but it's about how you come across on social media, how many followings you got, how many likes, if you've got a YouTube channel, any of that sort of stuff. That helps you more towards getting a job in the fishing industry than anything. If you're good with a camera, if you're a good photographer, or you know about social media, then that's the way in to most, if not all, the jobs in carp fishing industry nowadays. He's the guy who had the curly hair, Julian Cundiff, Desi Wumble, yeah. Raymond Ellington, you've been drinking. Mugsy84 says, hi Lil, nice to get to watch you again. Girlfriend didn't like fishing, it was her or fishing. Obviously, fishing won, Mugsy. I think it's just, I don't think it's just you and me, Paul, are blanking at the moment. Rob Alcock says, this is making me feel old. I think we're all getting old, aren't we? No problem, Sam. Definitely Mugsy. I'll tell you, I used to have a woman who hated fishing. Whenever I'd go fishing for one night, I'd get a phone call. Oh, I don't feel well. You've got to come home. You've got to do this. Suffice to say, unfortunately, we did part company. Or should I say, fortunately, we did part company. No drink tonight. You're fishing a match in the morning, Raymond. TGH Carpfish Adventure says, we are following your footsteps, Leon, and catching sod all. Now, that makes me feel good, doesn't it? Jezza Smith says, is there any YouTube videos on Julian Cundiff you could leave us? I think he's done some on the multi-rig and things like that. Just go and search, just type in Julian Cundiff. I'm sure you'll find some. Matthew Rand says he's quite happy to work in the tackle shop. Love helping people out with what's selling well and what bait works and what water. That's it. You know, that's another way to get into the fishing industry. Go and work for like Angling Direct like Matthew does, or, you know, Total Fishing, or one or the other, or your local tackle shop. That's a way of getting into the industry as well. Evening, Mike Halsey from the bank. Hi, Cyril Venter. Do I ever fish the rivers or canals? I'd love to go to Belgium, and I've passed through Belgium many, many times. I've fished in Holland, never fished in Belgium. I'd love to fish some of the canals out there. The 20 Canal and some of those canals got some lovely fishing there. Lee Brown, Leo's blanking us again. Evening from Canada, Sorrel. That's the way, Muggsy. Life is too short, mate. Life is too short. I haven't managed to get hold of those banoffee digestives yet, Kirk, but I will do. They're on my list. Sam Medley says, do you think there should be a team match for charity like Nash Furnish Calder? That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? I'd like to see that. Evening, Lee Gilbert. Wookie M says, how long are your leaders? My leaders are normally twice the length of the rod, so about 24 foot. I use fluorocarbon leaders. I have watched the Carp Catcher blogs, Predator 2, 92 before. He's a very good YouTuber, one of the original ones as well. He's been going for years. Love to do the Kempish Canal stew. Love to. There's a little area down the south of Holland that's right next to the south of Belgium, which is right next to Belgium, right next to Holland, right next to Germany. That little area there has got so many lovely lakes and so many rivers that are really worth fishing. That's the area I'd like to go to. Do you know Carp Wallace is on the bank himself, got the lake to himself? I don't use tapered leaders, no. Can you hear him? He's trying to get in the bin next door now. Dominic Carter said, if we were to have a team match, who would represent Team Bartrom? Wouldn't that be good, eh? No, it's classed as a shock leader, but I use just normal fluorocarbon as my leader. I use it whether I'm casting 10 yards or 150 yards. I use that same shock leader because the fluorocarbons, it helps, not only does it help you casting, but it helps keep everything pinned to the bottom. Danny Hughes, have a look at some of my videos about pimping up your hook baits. Yeah, I bet it was Stephen Borum. I bet that was awesome, wasn't it? Meeting Maddox and Middleton and all them guys. Old school sweet corn day tomorrow for Bob Hothersall. Yeah, that's another really good bait, is sweet corn. I don't putty my leader, no. I do sometimes use fluorocarbon straight through pull when I'm fishing in close, but I've got it on my spare spools, but sometimes I just can't be bothered to change it over. Evening, Michael. Did you have a good time on our beef for John Allen? So hopefully we're going to do another live stream this Wednesday because I'm at home in the office in the Carp Cave. But then we're going to try and do a live stream. So I'm going to France on Friday. We're going to try and do a live stream, hopefully on the Sunday. If not the Sunday, it'll be the Wednesday. And we're going to film the whole week. And then I'm going to release a blog. I'm going to film every day and do a vlog. And a couple of weeks after that, every single day as well. So you can watch it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as it peters out on the fishing. Definitely feel good factor at Anthony with the lovely warm weather. Yeah, Matthew, that's a really good one. Soak your pop-ups in the bait mist. That's a real, it's just like the goo stuff, isn't it? That's the way it goes, John, sometimes. He's on the lake, it's bank holiday, and he's the only one there. I used to find that if I went over the bank holiday, if I went on a Sunday night, if you go on a Friday, it's chock-a-block. But by Sunday, people are going, and Sunday night of a bank holiday, you've normally got the lake yourself. Yep. I have to check my data allowance, Jason, but I think we've got Wi-Fi, so we might be all right. Definitely the tunnel, Brian. Never going on the ferry ever again. Hopefully, Alan, it's me next to break the curse of the new rods. Ever since I bought them rods, I got them new Dream Makers by Archie, the £3 Tesco's one that you see in all my vlogs. Can't catch a thing. It's like the curse of the new rods. It's unbelievable. I just can't get a bite. Don't know what's happening. I'm going to Etang Monnier near Limoges, Stu. Evening, obsessive carper. Darren, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're enjoying the bank holiday. He's on the lake and there's only 2 other anglers on his syndicate. Sunday night of a bank holiday Monday is the best time to go fishing if you want peace and quiet. No, I'm not good on boats either, Brian. I don't like boats, Nick. Oh, Brian, you've got to do the tunnel. I tell you what, I always just go by the boat. Then someone said to me, you got to go through the tunnel. I went through the tunnel, never look back. You'll never go on that boat again. Jason Sutlian's got the curse as well of the new rods. It's like, I can't believe it. It's like curse of the new landing net, curse of the new rod or reels. Yes, Dominic, for you guys who don't know, the Monster X, that fish meal bait that would be tested, I've had loads of good ones on it over the last 12 months. Nothing last couple of months, but over the last 12 months prior to that. That's on the website now, sspbaits.com. They've got some real good deals on 3, 5 and 10 kilos as well. They put in lugs and pop-ups and all that, and they're still cheaper than buying 10 or 5 kilos straight out of the shop. Yes, Stuart Bruce says tunnel all the way for the last 18 years. Graham Ronan says 35 minutes is a no-brainer. Exactly. Guys, put down in the comments below. Would you go? When you go to France or you go across, do you go ferry or tunnel? Either put ferry or tunnel so we can see how many people do what. Oh, I'd love to come over, David McBride. Definitely. Definitely. Love to get over to the 20 canal and have a look. If nothing else, just have a look round. Brian Mills, ferry. Mark Jeffers, ferry. Guys, get on the tunnel. I'm telling you, 35 minutes, bomb. You're across, done. Tunnel, Jason. Chris Burnsey, ferry. Andrew McLeave, tunnel. Answer Gibson, tunnel. The Obsessive Carper, tunnel. Pete Mayhead, ferry. Matthew Randall, ferry overnight. Yeah, if it's an overnight thing, then I'll do the ferry. John No Carp Wallace, ferry. Simon Flaxman. Leon, do you sleep with your head torch on? No, I don't. Always put it on as I get up. I wouldn't be able to sleep properly with my head torch on. Stephen Porum says ferry, but he loves looking at French students. Suppose there is that bonus to it. Rooster Nelthorpe says he hang glider, but it gets cold. Dean Wallace says he's got his first spring vlog on his YouTube channel. Welcome to all to have a watch. I will do, Dean. I'll have a good look at that. Stuart Bruce says tunnel. Matthew Saul says tunnel. Dominic Carter says that across to France, personal jet. Yeah, you wish, Dom. Phil Owens ferry. Dickie tunnel. Chrissy Burnside, yeah, overnight ferry. Andy Oram says after a 6-hour drive to Dover, it's nice to stretch your legs. Yes, that. If I had a 6-hour drive, Andy, from up north down to south, I probably would go on the ferry. Just to get something to eat, chill out for an hour and a half. You know, get a bit of fresh air stretch before you got that other 6 or 7 hours the other side. Yeah, Brian, I agree with you on that one. Dean McLeod says, depends if you're in a rush. Yes, most definitely. Bill Fierce is back of a lorry train with all the immigrants. I love it. Brian Mills says he's got 3 hours to Dover. I live about 30 minutes to the tunnel, so I'm pretty privileged in that way. I'm lucky. Dickie says, first divorce tunnel, second divorce tunnel. Evening to Cambridge Carper. Cambridge Carper, you're not alone. He says, fish coming out all over this weekend, except for him, still blanking his arse off. Same as me. Sorrel Venter says, where's the best spot to catch them in Canada? Bloody hell. God, now you're asking. Anywhere near, there's a couple of really good rivers, isn't there? Is it St. Lawrence River, which is north of, it's the north and south of the border, I think. Tunnel is, it just depends when you go, but I found it's about the same price as the ferry. Kevin Hayes says, won't do tunnel ever again, stuck on a train for 3 hours because of the immigrants. I remember being in a traffic jam waiting to go on there for a couple of hours. But I'm pretty sure they've sorted all that out now. Stephen Baum's flying in October to Cassine, can't wait. Oh, you lucky sod, Stephen. Kirk Channer says, Crumbs, it takes him 10 hours to get to Luton. Bloody hell. St. Lawrence, that's the one, Clifford. In Canada. Is it in America as well, the same river? Yeah, there's that same thing, Phil. A couple of weeks ago at the Alien Lake. Cast in the rocks, grass snake swam between my legs. Or, should I say, slivered between my legs. Paul Bradley says 40 quid treatment on the ferry. Carp fishing on the ferries, there's no fish in the tunnel, Brian Silver says. So who's actually going to France or been to France already? All right. Who's going to France and who's not going to France this year? If you're going to France or been, put down in the comments the lake that you went to. And if you'd recommend it. If that's more important. If you would recommend going to the lake, would you go back there? Would you recommend that French venue to anyone else? That's the Mississippi, Andy Gowes, is it? Paul Bradley's going in July. Not this year, Brian Mills. Never been yet, Mark Horsley. We don't use rice or pack baits over here, Sorrel. Or some people might do. TGH is going to August to Valley Lakes. They've been before. They think it's amazing. Is that what Mrs. B calls it, Dominic? I was waiting for. I knew as soon as I said it, you'd be on. Giving it straight away. Yeah, I used to get the frequent traveller one, Dickie, when I used to go over there quite a bit. Graham Rollers off with Cold G in October. Napoleon Lakes. Crete Lakes. The Muher in June. Not this year for Thomas Henry Myers. Yeah, you should go, John Allen. Armfield Angler Estate, Normandy, Crete Lakes next Friday. May see you on the tunnel then if you're going. Blue Water Lake, top venue, two over £80 now. The Obsessive Carper, blimey. There's brewers I would definitely recommend. Yeah, one bank in USA and the other is Canada. I thought so, Simon. Thanks for clearing up for me, mate. No France trip for Dominic this year. The main Desilles for Alistair Gibson. Goncourt Complex booked up for the next 8 years, even though I lost gear in that tornado. Crazy, wasn't it, Stu? Just, can we have a pork chop vlog? I'd love to be able to actually get him to bloody do one. Like the premiere. Blue Game is going tomorrow for the first time. I resemble that comment. Hello, Robert. Has anyone ever fished a lake called Jeanette's Lake? John Adams asking. Brett Thomas went to Burnia. Not sure would go back. Poor facilities. I do remember the Greedy Pig rig, Simon. Used to use like 3 sort of 10mm baits or maybe bigger ones sometimes. Crystal Waters, Anthony Harrison's going. Oh, you had a good time there, Brian, then, didn't you? Stu Morgan says his M3 was no more in that hurricane on the Goncourt complex. It smashed to bits. Didn't I see one of the anglers, his bivvy, just didn't move? Neil Bryce went 15 years ago to Fisherbill. Do I have any tips for your blue gaming? Just enjoy it, mate. Just fish it like you fish in England and enjoy it. Etang Duval Laurent, going back September, Stephen McCarthy says. Ben Lane's 3rd night in a row on the Alien Lake tonight. Fingers crossed for you, Ben. I know how hard that lake is. Phil Fair would much rather go to a big reservoir in the UK than travel to foreign countries. Each to their own. Lily Pool next week, Darren Ford. Sorry, Blue Gaming. I thought that was for you going to France if you wanted any tips. Yeah, I think I saw that Greedy Pig rig one, Dominic. Anyone been to Blue Water in Dartford? I think there's some carp in there, but mainly big pike. I think they've got a pike syndicate on there at Blue Water. Is it Blue Water or is it Lakeside? I'm not sure. The stock in the lake at Monier, there's quite a few 50s and 30s and 40s. I think there's 160 in there, I'm not sure. But it's just to have a bit of a relaxation as well. Glad that you're liking them, James. Biscuit of the week. Yeah, I mean, it's mainly commons, isn't it? The St. Lawrence River. The St. Lawrence River in Canada. Bloody hell, Stu Morgan, you're lucky to escape, mate. He said his mate's M3 was not touched. Tree fell on his M3 and cut the sleep system in half. You're so lucky you weren't in it, Stu. Tell ya. Do you catch much on the Greedy Pig rig, Bluewood Gaming, when you use it? Paul Tyson, if you were going to fish a week-long session in the UK, where would you go? Oh, somewhere that's not busy, that's for certain. Oh, right, yes. I didn't know the Blue Water done a 40. Good. Thanks, Stephen Boren, for that. Yeah, it has some big pike in it here, Green, doesn't it? Always heard there were big pike in Lakeside. I know, but the divers used to go down there and see them. Cheers, Dean Woolard. Thanks for popping in, mate. Paul Bradley, biscuit of the week's the worst thing I've done because I'm just eating so many bloody biscuits now. Never used to eat so many. Because once you have them, you have to eat them, don't you? Hi, Daniel Braggart. Hope you're well, mate. Where have you been? I've definitely, Phil, I've definitely put on a few pounds. I put on about 5 pounds. I lost 2 stone. And I put on 5 pounds since biscuit of the week. Yeah, you'll be lucky to find the lake's not busy anywhere if you want to do a week session. Yeah, I did see it, Stu. It was absolutely crazy, wasn't it? That tornado at Goncourt. It just... I would hate to have been in it. I've been in some rough weather in my time. But I tell you what, that looked like a totally different gravy, that did. That was unbelievable. I've been in... When I lived in Australia, I was in one of their like tropical storms and that was absolutely brutal. Yeah, Paul Bradley says, if you're going to book a week, consider Cherry Lakes and Blackthorn Fisheries, also Wildmoor Waters for a week. All have lodges and good fishing. There you go, Paul Tyson, Tiny. No problem, Chris. Hope you catch something. He's just off to sort his rods out. Thanks for popping in. What's my favourite beer, John? I don't really drink anymore. And if I do drink, it's cider. I like those flavoured ciders. Good for you, Daniel, mate. Good for you, mate. Enjoying life. You might be able to do a bit of fishing now, hopefully. See you later, P. Grimmer. Well, we've almost done 50 minutes already. Bloody hell. Doesn't time go fast when you're having fun? He's in the bin. Can you see his little tail wagging there? He's in the bin trying to get at something. Look. There's an old rapper there, right? Look, do you want that? Do you want an old rapper? He's just playing up. He's just... Oh, mate. I've had to take this off him like a little kid. He makes too much noise with it. Now I can hear him with the rapper. He's out of control, isn't he? The carp dog. Could be worse, Dominic Carp. Could be KFC product of the week. 168 mile an hour winds, lasted 3 minutes. Devastation, Stu. Tell you what, you're lucky to survive, mate. Really lucky. Any chance of doing a review on the Fox sleep system? It's on my list, Predator boy. I don't know when I'm going to get around to doing it though, but it's on my list. It's time for a spring giveaway. Paul, there's not so much a giveaway as a competition for one of the Tufty torches to give away one of these for free. I'm going to do a little short video on it this week, release it this week, and you'll be able to find out how everyone has got a chance to win it. You know, there's only one to give away, but everyone's got a chance. Take the squeaker out. How about I just chuck this out? John Adams says, today you had a Ronnie rig snap in half on me. Anyone else had this? What components were you using, John? Phil Fierce says, a Resi's on at the moment has a maximum depth of 900 feet. What, you fish in the sea or something? It's a huge span of water, over 800 acres, but it's worth putting the effort in as a carpenter sakes. But I bet they are. Bloody hell. Let me know when you catch one, Phil. Bloody hell, that sounds like an absolutely monumental lake. To catch one, you'd be buzzing. Can you hear him? I done it wrong in there, didn't I? Giving him the bloody plastic box. Yeah, you was lucky, Stu. Yeah, make it right, Daniel. Let me know how you get on, mate. Well, I'm looking forward to me sort of week working fishing holiday, because I'll be vlogging as well. Bit of relaxation with Uncle Albert. Me and Uncle Albert are going. You wait, you see him on the vlog. You're going to piss yourself, I tell you. He's out of control, he is. Not this year, Kirk. It's not the only fish I've had in my hands this year. I had one in February, I might add. Use an 890 foot zig. I love it, GW78. Use a 980 foot zig. I love it. Oh, I love it. Isn't this fun on here, eh? Don't we have some fun? Taking a piss. We don't have some fun, don't we? You got a carp dog having a turn behind me. Squeaky toy time. Bloody biscuit a week. Let's all have a brew. Bloody tufty torch. God, what laugh we have, don't we? How is my French, Simon? Non-existent. This is the only one he's never destroyed. This annoys this one. I don't think he wants to destroy it. I think he wants to use it just to wise me up. Yeah, Paul Bradley, it's going to be a bit like that. Uncle Albert. You wait, you see Uncle Albert on the vlogs. God, he's something else. John Adam, ESP stiff rig hog size 6 and called a swivel. I did land the fish, but one of them used forceps, then just snapped to me. It might have been the pressure from the forceps. I don't know, but it shouldn't have snapped, should it? No problem, Stu the Brew. Thanks for popping in, mate. Carp dog just wants anything, Matthew. Tell ya. Yeah, I tell you what, Phil, it's Watercraft is definitely the one. I bet you spend ages just looking and watching, listening in the night and everything. Thanks for sharing, Stephen Borum. Thanks for sharing. No, Carp Dog isn't going with me in France. He's having a holiday away from me and I'm having a holiday away from him for a week. Mrs. By the time he comes back, he'd be sitting there with a cigar hanging out, lying on the sofa, right? All stuff, big pillow. Mrs. B would be waving him with a palm leaf. He'd have a big cigar. Like that. He'd be living the good life. Don't you worry, I'm away. I've got some of the Mozzie coils that I use. I've always found they're really good. Guys, if you get Mozzies, don't worry about the spray and everything else. Get those Mozzie coils. They are the one. I like your style, Chris. Take a pic of the Carp Dog with the squeaky carp, yeah. Stephen Dean says, charger for the Tufty is dodgy, they are replacing. First I've heard, mine charges up all right. Might have a few faulty ones. Well, that's good of them to replace it though, isn't it, Stephen? I hope I do catch on me curse rods, Clifford. Cheers, Carl Worthington. James Bond, Carp Dog, yeah. See you on the next live, John. IB Hooks on eBay, they do pre-tied roddies, very good. Yeah, the Mozzie coils are really good, Eric, aren't they? I've got one of them little holders. You like the Mozzie coil, you put it in one of these holders, you can hang it up. Works really well. Coleman coils all the way. Frog breeding season, yeah. Well, we got a few of the old bullfrogs or what they read, frogs or something over here that makes such a racket. They've got them on the Alien Lake. If you're in a swim where they are, God, you can't get asleep. Cheers, Eric Davis, no problem. Yeah, they're really good, Paul, aren't they? Right, guys, we're going to wrap it up very shortly because we're almost up to, well, about the hour mark now. Don't forget to check out the new T-shirts. 10 different colours with the old carp swimming in the pads. We've got the mugs and we've got loads of other stuff going on there. Check it out on the website, leoncarp.com. We've got hoodies, we've got women's hoodies, we've got black chicken, we got everything on there. Phone cases, everything you could ever need or not need. New blog coming out tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Also, if you haven't been into our close Facebook group, do a search on Facebook. It only takes one bite. And I will see you Wednesday, 8 PM for the next live stream. And have a brilliant bank holiday. If you're out in the bank, good luck. If you're not, enjoying your family time over the bank holiday. Just as much good luck and enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. See you Wednesday. Don't forget the vlog, 6 o'clock tomorrow night.